Left turn ahead. Recalculating. Your destination is on the right. Welcome to G.P.S.
Hey everybody, Alan Weaver here. Today I want to talk about seeing potential. I had a dream growing up, and that was that one day I wanted to work at Walt Disney World in Florida. And so when I was in college, after I finished my freshman year, I went to Walt Disney World and applied for a job. And I remember my dad drove down, he drove me to the interview. And so I was at Walt Disney World and I was in the waiting area waiting for my interview, and my dad was sitting there and I was there, and I can remember this woman walking out and calling my name, and I went with her into her office. And I can remember we sat across from each other, at her desk, and she asked me, why do you want to work here? And so I began to share the dream that I had for working at Walt Disney World, the fact that I had grown up and my parents had taken me and I wanted to be a part of an organization that really helped to inspire and motivate people. And so I just went into that whole piece. And, she looked at the little bit of resume that I had, because I was a college student, didn't have much on the resume, but she looked at a little bit of the resume. She saw that I was a student at Bethune-Cookman College, now university, but that I was a student there in Florida in Daytona Beach. And so, we talked for a little bit, and then she said, okay, I'm going to offer you a position. And so she said, where would you like to be? Now, at that moment, I got really afraid. And so I told her, I want to be in sanitation. I want to be in sanitation. I want to work for the sanitation department. Now, the reason why I said that was because I was so afraid that I would not get the job. I just wanted to get in anywhere that I could in order to be in that environment. And then I figured, okay, maybe I'll work my way up to something. So I said janitorial. And she looked at me. And she said, no, I'm not going to put you in janitorial. She said, I'm going to put you at one of the rides. And so I was assigned to Space Mountain. And that was an amazing point for me, because she looked at me and she saw potential. I mean, it's not that there's anything wrong with the janitorial position. If you've got to clean, be the best cleaner that you can be. And I've got a story about that when I used to work at Universal Studios, which was later on in my college career. But she looked at me and she said, no, there's something in you and you need to be in this area. And maybe she saw the fear on my face. Maybe she was able to look at my body language and see that I was afraid to ask for more, because I didn't feel worthy of it. I was afraid that maybe I wouldn't get it. And so I was settling for what I thought I could get. But yet she said, no, this is where you're going to be. When I got to Space Mountain, it was a great experience. I loved it. I learned a lot, really thrived and flourished in that. Just that whole experience of working at Disney and the opportunities that it afforded me. I look back at that moment when I was in the interview, and the fact that this woman saw potential in me. I want to encourage you to see the potential in other people. But I realize in order for you to see the potential in other people, you've got to be able to see the potential in yourself, right? I mean, that's just the honest truth. It's difficult to see the potential in others if you don't see that you have potential. Now, you may say, Alan, you don't know me, or you can't see me. You don't know my life. And I don't, but I know me. And I know the struggle that I had to go throughout most of my young adult life to get to the point where I realized that I had potential, that I was a person of worth, that I mattered. And so if I believe, and I do, that I matter, then I have to believe that you matter. So if I believe that I have potential, that God has given me potential, gifts and talents and skills and things that He wants me to do, if I believe that for me, I have to believe that for you. And so you matter. You have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror, look right into your eyes and say, you have potential. You have gifts and talents. You have the ability to grow and develop. You have the ability to change. You have the ability to make an impact in people's lives. You have the ability to be successful in life. You have the ability to be significant in life. We're all important, but we all must become significant. You have the God-given ability to become significant. And so I just want to encourage you. I see your potential. I want you to see the potential in others, because all of us are struggling, trying to become. We're trying to grow. We're trying to get better. We're trying to overcome our fears. We're trying to deal with our baggage. And for many of us, we may be running away from our fears because we don't know how to deal with them. But yet, if you realize that you have potential and that you can grow and that you can change and that you can make an impact, a positive impact, and you have influence and you can do something amazing with your life, then part of that amazing is being able to look at somebody else and see their potential, see their gifts and talents, see their character, see where they are, but see where they could be. You have the ability to be able to look at someone, and when they present to you something that's based out of their fear, and that they want to present some low thing because they're afraid to ask for the bigger thing. They're afraid. They don't know if they can handle the bigger thing. They don't know if they can do it. Then you have the ability to be able to look and see their potential and say, you could do it. You can do it. No, this is not where you're supposed to be. You need to be over here. You can do it. So today I just want to encourage you to see the potential in yourself so that you can see the potential in others. So this is Alan. Thank you for watching GPS, and I'll see you next time.